But if you live according to the flesh, there are no absolutes. And if there are no absolutes, then, well, what was wrong yesterday may not be wrong today. And you know the danger of that sounds good and it sounds like freedom until you begin to realize that the rules are constantly changing. And this is what I've discovered. Because the rules are constantly changing, one of these days you're going to get caught in your own system. And you're going to be a victim of your own system. And that's why Paul said that mindset brings death. It's kind of like the bully on the school playground. You know, when I was growing up, there were several bullies. One of them that I remember that most of the kids in my class growing up were afraid of. He had failed in school a couple of years, so he was a couple of years older than we were, and so he was kind of, you know, intimidating by size, and he was pretty strong and came from a pretty rough family, and so had the reputation of being a fighter and just loved to fight. And he was a bully, and he was always picking on people. And I remember on one occasion, you know, what we would try to do is become friends with a guy. I mean, you know, it's to your advantage when you're in the 7th grade to be friends with this guy. You don't want to be on the other side. And I remember he picked this fight with this kid, and so they'd made the decision that they were going to fight, but they weren't going to fight at school because you get in trouble and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to fight after school. And so a place was designated where we would go and where we would fight. And so both sides showed up, you know, one side with a little bully and one side with the other guy. And all of us were there just to watch the smackdown, really, more than anything else. And so we got there, but what was really amazing is you got the little bully and you got the people that are with him, and you got the other guy, the group with the other guy, but the other guy never showed up. You just had the group that was there to support him, but he never shows up. So it was kind of a letdown because here we are, we got this designated spot, we're right here, and the bully is ready to fight, man. I mean, he is all pumped up and ready to fight, and I'm standing there on his side. And to my absolute amazement, when there was no one to fight, he turned around and wanted to fight me. He turned on me. And I'm thinking to myself, whoa, wait a minute. I thought I was on your team. And you know what I discover is that sometimes, and I think this is what Paul is talking about, when there are no absolutes in life, when the rules are constantly changing, eventually you're going to be caught. And like the bully, you think you're safe, and suddenly the whole system comes down on you. And the end result's death. But the end result for those that have their mind system operating in the Spirit is life and peace, purpose. Leaving God out of our life leaves purpose out of our life.